What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Acres of Love. I'm here with the co host, the wife, and here, of course, Tremaine. And we are going to bring up a topic today that we're just trying to stay afloat and keep going. And we wanted to talk about, I guess you could say the topic was cheating. And basically, my thing is like we wanted to get on, I guess you say we want to talk about the topic because I wanted to just, kind of put it out there and show you guys as far as like where we stand and where we come from as far as like cheating and as far as the past and what it's done to us and different things like that. So it's like I guess you could say, um, of course, we already know this, so I'm going to pretend that I didn't. So it's like if I was supposed to ask you, like, oh, have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
Okay. So have you ever cheated on?
Yes.
Okay. So explain a little bit more. I guess you could say as far as you said you cheated on and you've been cheated on. Explain how you felt in both scenarios, and if you had to pick one, which one would it be?
Okay. So they both feel like crap. No matter what side you're on, it sucks. Um, Honestly, like when I cheated on someone and when I was cheated on, it felt really horrible. I feel like when you're the person that has been cheated on, it does a little bit more damage to you because at that point in time you're just trying to figure out why that person cheated on you, what you did. Basically, you blame yourself. You're trying to figure out what is wrong with you as a person to make that person cheat on you. And in all reality, at the end of the day, it's not you. It's them. There's something within them that is not being fulfilled or something to that extent that is making them go out and cheat or feel like that they need more than one person. And you don't. You just don't need more than one person. I mean,
Speak for yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. I'm like, one is enough.
But I've been on the same sides as well. I've been cheated on, and I cheated on. And tell you truthfully, from a man's standpoint, I don't really care what other men say. They can do what they do. Whatever floats your boat. Nothing against you. But no, it didn't feel good on either one. It didn't feel good getting cheated on. It also didn't feel good cheating on. And the crazy thing is like I deal with guilt real bad. So it's like I actually approached the person that I cheated on and told them like right off. That's just the thing. It's like, but it sucked. It really did. And
No, it was not me.
no, definitely. And it sucked. And it's like what sucked so bad is just like after even saying it, they still wanted to stay around, but I didn't understand that. But it's like one of the things where I think I did it because I didn't really want the relationship, and I guess I didn't have the cojones, the pretty much just be forward in front about it. So that was dumb of me. And on the other side, man, that has happened a couple of times, and I'm one of those guys that it can happen, and I'll still come around. I was one of those guys. Let me rephrase that. But yeah, I like was one of the guys that like really could like I would stick around. I It would take sadly more than that, I guess you could say, because I feel like I'm a person that loves strong, and it's just there. I don't really know how to explain that, but it was not it was not a good it was not good either way. I didn't like either situation. I didn't like anything that I pretty much dealt with either way. I didn't like the feelings, the emotions, and stuff like that. And you know, from that standpoint, what if you're able to say it? How did you find out when you cheated on, and how did you get caught cheating on? Was it text message,
Um,
phone, girl at the house, and you drove by?
I feel like one of them was just it was kind of in plain sight, but I chose not to see the red flags that were clearly in my face. But yeah, so that one just kind of, yeah. I don't, that was a whole circus. It's the best word I could say for that one. But honestly, I don't know how I got caught cheating.
You got caught slipping.
I really don't know how I got caught, honestly.
I mentioned mine. I said mine. As far as finding out on ends, it's just either rolling through the house. I ain't gonna lie, drive by and they say they there and boop, you ain't there. And then there've been times where the phones got them caught, but
Well, yeah, phones definitely,
yeah.
definitely have
But
gotten
it's like it
probably both of
was
us caught.
so from that to this, what has that cheating on and getting cheating on, what has that taught you and how has that made you grow within like within like having a relationship? Because I know from my standpoint, getting done wrong and getting done wrong, eventually it made me kind of like not really shut my heart off, but kind of like not deal with it. Like if I
Yeah,
find out, I'm out. Like it ain't. I
yeah,
am not sticking around or whatever. Boom, gone. It's like it built up the momentum to where like I don't stick around anymore. Like I'm not gonna stick around because I'm the type of person, and she knows this well that I don't say she knows this because she does it, but like I used to let people run over me. You know what I'm saying? To a point where like I would like it would bother me and it irritate me and frustrate me, and the next thing you know, I'm not doing anything about it. But all these things that I went through, as well as like just I guess you could say also with growth, and as well as learning to love yourself and rekindling like the self love, something that I feel like I probably never even had, honestly. You start to care more about yourself and your feelings and your emotions, and you start to speak up about them. That's something I never done. So it's like I can't say, oh, the cheating or getting cheating on brought that forth. Really, I want to say probably God's brought that forth because I feel like with Him, I've learned to rekindle and feel like I love myself. Or I've learned to love myself as well as accept myself, and and say like give myself a pat on the back when I am doing good at certain things. But what has it done for you as far as like growth wise when it comes to relationships? How is it like? I know a lot of people when they get cheated on or when they cheat. Well, I can't say when they cheat on this one, but I feel like I would know when a lot of people get cheated on. I feel like they carry a lot of that trauma into the next relationship, and then now you got you got trust issues and things like that. Because I already told you whenever me and you started dating, you already knew what it was. I said, look, I'm upfront about everything, and you ain't got to worry because you were at the beginning. You were just like I feel like there's a little bit of jealousy on certain things. Not really necessarily jealousy. It was just like different for you, I guess. I don't know if it was different or it was to the point where like you started to see that I talked to you about everything, and then you were just like, okay, I ain't got to worry about this dude.
yeah. Honestly, first going into the relationship
It's
with
always going to
you,
be.
it was like I still carried all that trauma and everything from being cheated on in the past and just being done dirty. I still just carried that and I carried it into our relationship. So it's like in the beginning, I was jealous. I was like, I didn't like when you talked to other girls. Like I didn't like any of that. I was like, anytime that we would like go downtown Athens,
Oh my god.
all those girls that would like come up and talk to you, and I just wanted to like throat chop all of them. I did not do that, but
Cap.
but I don't know. I just like I was like jealous because I was like, okay, has he been with this girl? Does she like him? Does he like her? Has she danced on him with her butt all over him and stuff? Have they accidentally kissed? Have they this? Have they
Accidentally
that?
kiss. That's a new one.
Hey, you could be drunk one night and just accidentally kiss, Um, but all kinds of things would.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
That's just drunk.
Yeah,
There ain't no accident to that.
true. But yeah, I don't know. I just like all of those questions would just like go through my mind every single time until, probably I would say, gosh, maybe like 6 to 8 months in is when I finally like started to like not worry and to like know that you wouldn't cheat on me.
It was one of those things where it's like for first for the pretty much. Well, I gotta get it out. Pretty much what I just said a minute ago. How I said I wish I would have said something to the person instead of doing what I did. If it came
Yeah,
down to a point where I needed to cheat on somebody, then I would say, "Hey, I don't want to be with you." You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? And I would just put it like that. Plus, I always looked at it as like when I cheated, I didn't have kids, but I always looked at it as like if you have a home and your home is good and everything is going grand, why would you want to throw that away for just one night or however many times you do it or whatever? Or some of y'all out there, 10 seconds. But nah, realistically, why would you throw it away for that? Why throw away the comfort, the support, the love, the stability, the when you freaking you know what I'm saying, like things ain't working and you come home and it's just like silence and everything's good. Why would you throw that away over something like that? I never understood that. And it's like I never understood how men can just do it so nonchalant and go home and kiss their wife and lay with their kids and eat dinner at the table and pray, even if they pray, and then go to sleep and wake up and do it again at the office or leave the office and say they're working over and do it again. I do not understand that. Maybe I really realistically I think when it comes to me as a man, I feel like I watched my grandma, I watched them grow up, you know what I'm saying? Grow
Yeah.
together and stick together and everything. So I watch old love, two old souls like and then on top of that, my mom. So it's like I think I have all their heart cuz my mom, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. I think it just that's just me. And it's like it's just disrespectful. And I've never understood how people can just do it as if it doesn't matter. And it ain't even just men, women too. Y'all can't sit
Mm.
here and try to sit here. I ain't throwing no shade, but y'all be doing it too. That's
Some
the thing. Easily be doing it.
sometimes more than men.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like why? What are you getting out of it? At that point, I feel like you truly have a problem.
Yeah.
Like I really do. Like like you got the drug addiction. It's like you might have an addiction there. I truly think you do. And like I don't even know how to I don't even know how to give you feedback to that because I don't have that. So it's like I can't tell you a solution. But I will say a solution is go to God and lay it at His feet because He'll allow you to do that. That's the only thing I can say to that because I don't even know what realistically would make it better.
And some people also just have, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like, um oh gosh. I don't exactly know what it's called. I don't remember. But it's like it's kind of like an imbalance in their bodies in general, where they just feel like one person just does not satisfy them. So you know what I'm saying? They just
It's
it's called something and I cannot remember the name.
I don't know what it's called, but we wouldn't know. It ain't us.
Exactly.
But and I say what's something you carry over. What's so crazy is like through all of the stuff, it's like as far as building up trauma. Whenever I would go into another relationship, I never really carried anything over.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe I dropped some things. You know what I'm saying? Like I like like lost a little of my being jealous or because I ain't gonna lie, I controlling issues at a young age. Yes, that's me. And I dropped that because I started to realize, like, bro, you can't control nobody either. Like, you can't control what people do. You
Nope.
definitely don't want to control what they do. Whenever you start controlling somebody, it's like you take their soul and they're not even living anymore.
Basically.
And it's like now that I can say that with confidence and look back at like sometimes I was just like it's sickening because it's like each person should have a life. The wife should have time with her friends. The guy should have time with their friends. They both should come home and not go home with nobody else. And it's like it's just that simple. Um, But like we wanted to get on here and speak on this because it was just a topic that we see floating around the internet as well as we just see and hear about as well as like we don't have the issue, but we know people out there that do have the issue. So it's like how do you guys, what I'm saying, if anybody wants to comment on this, how do y'all cope with the fact of getting cheated on? Do y'all carry over the trauma? Do y'all finally let it go as far as like moving on? Do y'all still have problems to this day where you have trust issues, you don't and stuff like that? Like how do y'all handle it? Because I know with me, it's like it's nothing there anymore. It's like the fact that like I don't have any worries. And I always tell myself if somebody could take her from me, man, I mean, I ain't gonna fight you because if she gonna leave me that easy, she gonna leave me that easy. Well, I'm gonna fight you for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. It's not worth the energy. Which she would never do that, and I would never do that. But I'm saying if it really came down to that, and somebody could take you away from me, it's not worth the energy. Because like once that happens, the thing gets me is once it happens, it's like, what are you fighting for? They chose to do it.
Also, the way I see it is if someone can take either one of us from each other, then it wasn't in God's plan for us to be together. So
You want to know the key to her heart? If anybody wants to take her, bologna sandwiches, ketchup, and you got to toast. You got to toast the bread. Toast the bread, put some ketchup on there, boy, in the sheets. That's and like we was
going
talking about this earlier, and I was telling her, and I was trying to explain it because the way I said it whenever we was talking about it earlier, I was just like, I feel like that I don't have to put like an effort into this relationship, and the way I was saying it, it sounded like it was so wrong to say, but it's like whenever I was saying it, it was pretty much me saying the fact like you don't have to put in the effort, like I don't have to put in the not necessarily like saying effort. It's like it just works. I don't have to stress it. I don't have to force it. I don't have to push anything. And that's what I mean when I say effort. Not no effort like I just show you I love you. I don't have to sit here and go buy materialistic things or go get roses and hoping that not going to go behind my back and get them from somebody else or do this other. She don't even like roses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the thing. Like I don't have to put effort in all these things that I feel like a lot of people put effort into to make the relationship work. It's like ours just works.
it
And
just flows together.
exactly. And then she found out that I was a gourmet chef on the bologna sandwiches. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, we want to get out here and speak on this. This is the cheating thing, and just throw some more stuff out there. Like I said, try to stay flowing with the content, I guess you can say, as well as just touch on some topics that has to do with family and bonding, as well as just like has to do with family splitting. Because we know a lot of people that have not we don't know a lot of people personally, but like we know a lot of people in the world that probably live with like broken homes and stuff like that. But it's like maybe they want gratitude, or maybe they want answers, or maybe they want to hear someone speak on certain things to see how they feel. That way they can know that they're either one, not alone, or two, they're like, okay, cool. It's like it wasn't just me that this happened to. I'm not the only one that's going through these things. So we just want to put certain things out here and try to touch certain topics that might strike a nerve or might also strike attention. That way you guys, you know, can actually just give us y'all's feedback, and maybe we can even start making topics about what you guys are, if you guys want to comment and stuff as well. But as far as like where I'm going with this one, it's like they ain't much too much more I can say as far as on the cheating side. This is something I want to just touch base on because we don't really have a whole lot to say on it because I did it. It was done to me. It's not happening now.
Literally.
So but that's all we're gonna do for today, or all we got to say for the day. As always, I hope you guys have a blessed day. I appreciate all you guys for whoever watched this for tuning in that made it this far. Thank you so much. And if it's your first time around, please hit that subscribe button and stay tuned in with us. But as always, much love and we appreciate you guys. And we out. Peace.